I don't know if she's got a microphone.
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, mate? You good?
I'm fine, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, good to finally meet you. Have,
Fine. Good to meet you too.
have
I
you?
have got my kids in the background. That's why I'm muted.
That's
So
all right, mate. That's all
excuse
right. Yeah,
me.
no problem at all. Are we catching up soon? Have you booked in a call with me yet?
I need to do that. So I'm
You definitely
hopefully
need to
I
do
am
that.
due to do that. Yeah, I will get that sorted
All right,
out.
and don't be intimidated being the only woman here. All right, everyone's really
No, I
lovely. I
won't be.
promise you.
Cool. Thanks.
All right, Rowan.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are the really cold swimming pools?
Yeah, still waiting.
How's everything going?
It's all right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have found premises. I put my proposal in. I've just got to wait for the landlord to accept
He
it
still
now.
won't come back to you?
No.
Yeah, like he's never heard of that.
So yeah, just got to wait.
I do love how people just come in here with their microphones full on. They're just like, yeah, well, yeah, and I'm not going to say anything rude because I remember we've got a lady on the call now, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful, aren't we, with a lady in the group? Right. Well, I hope you get it sorted soon, dude. Fingers crossed.
Yes, mate.
Right.
Has you shaved your head?
Have I shaved my head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you done it yourself?
Nah. Mate, I've got a sick fade,
Mate, you
bro.
got to sort your line
Mate,
out.
I've got a
Look
sick
at the
fade,
top. You
bro.
got to pay the barber for that, surely.
What are you on about?
The top line of the line is all like wonky.
That's just my hairline, mate.
Is it?
Yeah.
You need to go talkie, mate.
What are you on about? I got a fantastic hairline. This is all natural, mate. All natural.
Thin.
This is all me, mate. This is
Getting
all
a
me.
complex now about his hairline.
I know. I got good. That's one thing my barber says. He's got fantastic hairline. Might be thinning on top, but my hairline is fantastic. Not receding at all. All right,
Because there's
Anton.
nothing to recede.
Well, yeah, I shaved it off now. I mean, it was getting a bit thin, to be fair, but look, we're all good. Look, there's no holes, there's no gaps. Right, those of you, let's have a look. Get your cameras on, people. Get your cameras on. Let's see everyone. If you can. I appreciate Shabana. If you've got kids in the background, you might not want to, but everyone else, you haven't got any excuses.
If we're talking hairlines, our top trumps a lot of you.
Go on then.
Wallop.
Yes, there we go. There we go. Freshly shaved just for us. Love it. I love it. You look like you're a member from The Wanted, but like 10 years down the line.
Yeah. Not wanted.
I love it. I love it. Right, guys. How are we all? Are we all good?
Good.
Good.
Yes, mate.
Good. Yeah, good. Right, well, I'm glad you're all good. Hopefully you've had a much less stressful weekend than me. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I've basically got it all sorted. So this is the situation. I am recording it. I am recording it as well. So yes, I am definitely recording it. So this is the situation. Some bellend joined us a few months ago, decided to watch the course. And just before we were about to jump on a team call, messaged me saying, are you free in 10 minutes for a one-to-one? And I was like, no, I'm about to jump on a group call. But if you do want a one-to-one, because this is like the second one-to-one this guy had demanded off me in like 24 hours. And you know me, I'm not too precious with my time, but equally, as I've said to all of you, like if you need a bit of extra help here and there, I'm always happy to jump on a call. However, obviously that can't be an everyday thing, right? So I messaged this guy and said, look, if you do want a one-to-one program, I do offer it. These are the costs. You haven't signed up for a one-to-one program, so if that's what you want, this is what it costs. He deletes his account, goes fucking rogue, and then raises a dispute with me saying that he wants his money back. And I was like, what are you on about? You've watched the course. He had even started completing and submitting coursework. He was a bit nuts, and he was like, no, I haven't watched any of the course. And I was like, you've done fucking coursework, mate. Like, what do you want? Anyway, I was supposed to be protected by Whop. Whop didn't protect me. There's a term in their terms and conditions that says if you consumed any of the content, what's the word I'm looking for?
Withhold?
Not withhold. You lose your right to a refund, basically. And he's gone to his bank. His bank had done a chargeback. Whop have taken the money off us and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I contact Whop being like, what are you doing? Do you need money from me? If you do, just let me know. They were like, yeah, we need this money. I was like, fine, I'll pay the money. They were like, we'll take it from your bank. And then they suspended the account anyway. So why have you suspended the account? And they said, oh, we looked at your account and you've got a poor rating, so dispute to payment ratio or something like this, some bullshit like this. All right, Nath. I was like, what are you on about? I've had one dispute that you've said, and they even confirmed to me, said this is a bad user, we can see he's consumed the course, we're really sorry, we want to get you sorted out. What's happened is Whop have got salty, being big fucking salty potatoes, right? So as you know, you guys pay me and then you pay a $5 to Whop because I didn't want them having my money, and this is an exact reason why I didn't want them having my money, because I had nightmares with payments beforehand, and what I think they've done is they've looked at the fact that we only pay them a $5 per member, and they make their fees off member fees, so they were getting like £1 off each member effectively out of the $5 that you guys were paying. Long story short, they will not reinstate my account even if I pay the money back. So I'm going down the legal route now. I'm gonna contact my solicitor and basically have a chat with their legal department about loss of earnings and things like that, because I really think they've not contacted me, they've not let me know I owe them any money, they've not let me know that there was any dispute going on. There was loads of shit that they've done wrong, and I think
Mate,
when you're running a bit... What?
When I spoke to my bank, when I had that trouble with what, my bank turned around and said they're like a scam company, and basically the moment someone put a refund in, because they're known, because basically what a lot of them do is the payments will keep coming out, and if you can't contact them directly, they will just keep coming out, and you've got to go to your bank. So banks 9 times out of 10 will just basically block that payment and refund the customer.
Possibly why they refunded this guy anyway. What I need you all to do, if you haven't done so already, is make sure you've cancelled your account. For those of you that do have, who have messaged you being like, why are you replying asking why I've left? You've told me to leave. That is an automated message, okay? That is an automated. The amount of messages have been like, mate, you've just messaged me asking why I've left. That's an auto message I had set up through Whop, okay? It's not me, all right? I wouldn't refer to you as... Someone came to me being like, you know my name's Tom, right? And because it came up as like Cloud 369 or something like that. And they were like, you know my name's Tom, right? And I was like, I know, it's not me that sent the message, mate. Come on, I'm having a stressful day enough as it is. All right, so what I want you to do is 2 things. I want you to obviously cancel your membership. Because the Whop has been suspended, they won't charge you anyway because there's nothing that you can pay for. But I need you to go in and delete your records from them as well. Unless you've got other Whops with other people, obviously. If you delete your record, it will, under GDPR laws in the UK, it will take away your payment details so they can't charge you. I don't think they will, honestly. And there was a couple of you that have paid like a quarterly, a 6 monthly payment that I've spoken to direct, that I think you guys are all sorted anyway. But just go in and double check and make sure they have as little of your information as possible, because I was just getting warning signals the whole time. And yeah. Anyway, I've set up now with Kajabi. A few of my trader pals, they use Kajabi, and it was one of the ones that I was deciding against. But Kajabi, long story short, is quite a bit more expensive to me. I have to pay a service fee to them. So that's now set up. We won't have any issues with this one because I'm effectively paying for it. The way that Kajabi make their money is that I pay them rather than they get the money for it through your payments, if that makes sense, all right? What I'm going to do is this. It'll be the same £5 monthly cost as normal going forward to use access to it. However, when I get you guys to set up probably tomorrow, and I'll show you it briefly today. When I get you guys set up probably tomorrow, when I've got all the course uploaded and I'm happy with it, then I will give each one of you the first month free, which means if you've just paid, then you're no worse off. If you're about to pay your next month, then you get a month for free. So nobody's in a worse position than they were, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'll aim to get everyone set up again tomorrow. I'll share it with you quickly. I'll just show it with you. It's very kind of basic at the moment, but it's very, very similar to what we were using before. I'm still kind of finding my way around it, if I'm honest. So it will give us a course like we have had before in here. Oh God, where has everything gone? That's not good, because there were a lot of videos in here that I spent all day uploading. Oh no. Oh, thank God for that. Fucking hell, shit myself then. So yeah, so I've basically, as you can see, I've got most of the course uploaded as it is. It's pretty similar to what it was before. And today we're going to be talking about momentum versus trend. It's me. But what I can now do for you effectively is it will come up like this. What is great about today, we're going to be talking about momentum versus trend, and you might start this session and think that they are basically the same thing, but so the quality is a bit better. Favor. It's a bit better in order to support your trade idea, and that's effectively what we're doing. Shut up, mate, idiot. So you'll have a slightly better quality version of it. From what I understand, I know some of you have had a bit of an issue with Whop and the mobile app. From what I understand, it actually works better on mobile as well. Other than that, it's very, very similar. But what is quite good about it is I can actually input coursework for you into the Whop lesson. So for those of you that are still going through or wanting to go through coursework, if I just make this published, I should hopefully be able to show it you. Let's just go back to this and let's just publish that, and then let's just publish that. And then we click preview full access. Yeah, so it should then have coursework in here, so you can then just come straight to the Discord to complete the coursework. All right. So look, for those of you that have joined very recently and have been going through course content, I truly am sorry. I want to reassure you that this was completely out of my hands. I pride myself on giving you guys the best service possible, and stuff like this, trust me, pisses me off a lot more than it pisses you guys off. So I will have everything reinstated by tomorrow. I've allocated an entire day tomorrow to get everything sorted and ready to go. All right. So if anyone has any questions, reach out to me direct. I've only got until about 8:30 today, so I'll be jumping off, and Sam's going to be doing some analysis with you guys tonight. But yeah. The other thing that we want to kind of go through, because we've had a few questions about it, I know Sam's using it. We have a new partner with a company called FX Bullsheet. So I'll just show you them quickly.
Careful, I say that.
Pardon? Yeah, you got to be a little bit sensitive. Yeah. So FX Bullsheet are a dashboard journal. If those of you know what TradeZeller is, I think some of you have had TradeZeller before. Costs about 50 quid a month, TradeZeller. These guys have basically built their own version. It's a lot more cost effective. Theirs cost like $19 a month, but you'll be pleased to hear that we have our own Strong Money Forex discount on it. And it gives you basically like a classic... Shut up. Dashboard, interactive trade journal. It's really, really cool. It's got some really cool features built into it as well. Sam, have you played around with the trade review?
No.
I had a look at this today. So it gives you all the stuff that TradeZeller does and these kind of interactive journals will do. I haven't really used it a huge amount, if I'm honest, because I've been busy with kind of coaching and things like that. But what's quite cool I saw today is you can go to trade replay, so you can actually see your trade in live time. So you can see how basically your trade could have potentially, obviously this trade we TP'd here, you would have probably been stopped out up here, as you can see, but in other situations maybe you could have held your trade, blah blah blah. So there's got a cool little trade. It's very like interactive, very kind of inbuilt into things like TradingView and things like that, but it's got a nice little dashboard. I'm going to let Sam show it you. If anyone wants to get set up with it, there's no pressure, by the way, guys. You can keep using the spreadsheet if you want, but I think this is the natural transition. We get it for a monthly cost of $16, okay, which is about a tenner a month for a very good journal with lots of data that you can utilize. Like I said, I'll let Sam go through it because Sam uses it a lot more than me at the moment. One of my projects for this week is to get all my trades logged onto it for the last couple of months so that you guys can see it. And all the new members, May Bootcamp people, current one-to-one students who are going through the new course refinements, I'll be getting you guys set up on this. Again, there's no pressure. If you don't want to spend the tenner a month on it, you don't have to. Of course you don't. But I will be kind of gravitating towards people going through this journal. The main reason for that is because I will have a team dashboard going forward. So everyone that signs up through Strong Money Forex with the journal, I will be able to access your journals without having to ask you guys to send it to me, which means when we do one-to-ones and reviews and things like that, I don't have to get you to send me a journal. I can basically log into it. I can go into your account. I can see what you're up to. And that's, I think, really good for both accountability, but also for me as a coach to make sure, I can keep an eye on what you're up to, see if I notice any patterns, and just, stay on top of you guys as much as I can, if and when you need it. All right. Sam, do you want to share your screen, mate? And then you can take over a little bit.
Yes.
Before I do so, does anyone have any questions on anything that I've just mentioned about Whop, Kajabi, journals?
Wait, is there the Kajabi bit? Is there anything on there new that I can do, or is it just like the same course that we've already done, sort of things? No point me signing up else, is there?
Well, it has all the sessions on, all our live sessions on, any sessions that you miss. Yeah, you don't have to sign up to it. You don't, but depends on
I've
whether or
never
not.
signed up to that one, innit? But I might sign up to that one because Whop's bank blocked my bank in it, so I never ended up signing up.
Yeah, I remember you saying. Yeah, basically, whenever we do a live team call, if you miss that, it gets uploaded to, what was Whop, it will get uploaded to now Kajabi. So the team calls will be in there as well. So it'll become a bit of a portal for like strong money Forex content, similar to what Whop was ultimately.
1 second, how do we share this screen? I hate this stuff, mate.
See it?
Yeah, now can you see my trade? Can you see my trading
Yeah.
group? I don't want you to see that though.
You got dodgy websites open.
Yeah, loads of them.
Loads of them. Chock full of
Right,
porn.
so as Chet was saying here, this is my FX Bullsheet dashboard. Now, as you can see, I've logged up quite a few more trades than Chet. 24. Gives you a breakdown of your total summary here. We've got your sort of win to loss stats here. Now, me and Chet have been asked to give a little bit of feedback regarding this, sort of what we change, what we wouldn't, this, that, and the other. There's a few bits on here that I'm not too keen on. Bit like your streak there. I don't think there's any need for anyone to see that, if I'm honest with you. I think it's just
that's emotional trading, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a bit of an ego drive, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think something like that should be sat in the backlog for you to actually search for if you really wanted to. You got your most profitable symbols here, which I think is quite a good idea. But personally, the way our strategy works, we don't just trade one pair. So really, it's not really that much of an effect for us. Trade analysis here, which mine is slightly wrong, which I need to contact them about. As you can see, look, my average risk is like 12k, 11.5. Not too sure what that is, but I think this one's quite good your TP accuracy. So what that basically means is when you go in your journal and you put a TP target in, it shows you that tells you how accurate your TP target is. So obviously mine's below 0.5%, so that means half my trades have hit the actual TP what you've set. Now sometimes that's obviously down to putting a big TP in and then taking TP1, TP2 and then potentially taking it out early. But I think that's a really good indication of how well you're doing with your TP targets. Don't really know what that means, to be fair. Your average return 11%, but it's green, so it must be good. And then obviously you've got your trades per day, trades per week, and your average hold time, which I think is pretty decent to know as well. Then down we've got sort of your P&L. Now that's however long obviously you've got your P&L for, but I've only been doing this since there you go, March, so pretty much March, April, we're into May, so what, over a month and a half. So as your P&L there, you've got your win rate 54, that's currently my win rate in a minute, so we've won 113, lost 11. There is still one more trade to go in there, which is a win. So I'll upload that with you guys in a second. You got your profit factor here. If you scroll your arrow over this little eye here, just tells you anything below 1, you want a losing strategy. 1 to 2 is decent, 2 to 3 is good, and then 3+ is excellent, as you can see. And then down here, you've got your daily P&L, which is just obviously a graph, shows you out what your P&L is as you sort of go through the days, weeks, months. And then you've got, this is the Bullsheet scorecard here. Don't really know what this is at the minute, but the more I'm filling it out, the more data it's giving me. So something I've got to look into. Like I say, I've just been using it for filling my journal out at the minute. And then, as Check knows, this is probably my favourite bit of it, the P&L calendar. I think every journal should have this. If I'm honest with you, you just see when you red days, green days. If you click on it, it shows you your trades, shows you all the details about the trades. Now, as you can see, that one there showing you a picture. You do have an option to upload a screenshot. If you don't upload one, it's not going to obviously show there, but you still got your details there, what you've filled in. Same here. It's not a screenshot there. We've got a screenshot on this one. Nope, not really good at taking screenshots. And then your capital managed here. Personally, I think this is more for if you're going to be using your own money. This is just, that was an account, and then I've uploaded that was the account to start with on the 31st of March, and then I opened a new account on the 10th of April. You probably all know that's the one that's phase 1, and I'm currently going through phase 2 at the minute. So then you go to your trade accounts here. Just basically a quick overview of what we've just seen there on the dashboards. Average RR, most active days Thursday. Most of you will know that's probably my favourite day to trade. Got his consistency score. Worst performing account, 25k funded, because there's nothing actually in that account at the minute. This is something that they've just added, by the way. I'll go through that in a second. Best strategy. Like I say, I've not actually put mine in, but you can actually put which strategy you're trading. Then after you got your win rate, total trades, best trading session, and then best performing account, which is obviously the one that I'm working on at the minute. So this is where we're going to enter our trades here. So this is, just before we go on this, you've got like a tutorial page here, getting started, and then your backtesting tutorial. Getting started here, this will show you how to load them automatically by this CV file. But as most of you know, I'm not very tech savvy, so I have to input mine manually. But you can actually go into your broker, download the CV file, and then upload it from there. Some of you may know how to do that, but it'll make it a whole lot quicker than.
So where that sorry to interrupt, Sam, where that's quite good is if you've got like a load of data in Trading View at the moment, rather than having to go and enter each trade manually with Trade Locker, with Trade Locker you can download all of the trades that you've taken via a CSV file, which for those of you know is an Excel file, and then you can just upload them and it will give you each trade as per your broker, so it makes it highly accurate. Basically, when you're doing trades on a daily basis, you can enter the information manually, but I can imagine some of you are looking at this thinking, shit, I've got like 20 trades or 30 trades on my Trade Locker account at the moment. I'm not going to be able to go and do them all. I'm not going to be bothered. So that will make it easier for you to then transition over to this if that is what you want to do ultimately. Sorry,
you need to double check with Trade Locker, because when we first got access to this in March, they didn't do a CSV file. Sorry, they said they was bringing it in, so I'm not too sure if they have yet or not. So just go and double check. We had a look on Google, and it said there was something they was bringing in, but they hadn't got around to it. Anyway, manually inputting a new trade. Let's pop it in for now. Okay, so you'll be able to see all this, to be fair, on the tutorial, but I'll quickly do it because I've got one to upload anyway. You got your tags. So basically, I've obviously inputted all these anyway. But it's so much quicker doing this. We've got the date it was taken. So if you just load your Trade Locker up, or whichever broker you're using, it'll give you all the information on there. So I'm just going to check mine on my phone now rather than flicking through the screens. So the date it was taken was the 13th. So click look calendar. Oops, 14th, 13th. Entry time was 3 o'clock. Exit time was 5:10. Symbol, Euro, GBP. It was a short position. So the good thing about this is you can just put your lot size in here, put all your entry, exit, stop loss, and it'll tell you how much you've made on the trade or how little you've made. Now, one thing I need to go and ask them is you used to be able to edit it on your journal entry when they got it wrong, but at the moment I couldn't find it So I'll have to see where they've put that this time. So
I'll show you where it is when you've done this, Sam.
It's changed. I feel like it might have changed since you.
Oh, really?
Done it,
Oh,
but
okay,
yeah.
fine. We've got a meeting with them as well at the end of this week. So if you make a list of all of these niggles, I think you're doing that already. But if you make a list of all these niggles, then we can have a chat with them about it next week. End of the
Yeah.
week.
You think it's in the edit button at the end of the journal page, don't you?
Yeah, and the little 3 dots. Is
Yeah,
it gone?
it's
Is it?
not
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They made an update, and I'll show you the update in a second. So at the moment, I'm just checking what my stop loss was on the
Sam,
trading.
have you got the checklist enabled?
No.
Okay,
not-
I'll show that.
you
I'll
told
show
me
that
about
afterwards.
didn't you? Stop loss was 0.84 2 to 2. So that won't show you on Trade Locker unless your trade went to stop loss, because obviously you don't put that in. If it's not been hit, it doesn't record on your trades, but your take profit will be. So obviously your exit there was 0.84066.
So that one, Sam. So your entry and your exit is where you literally entered them when you took out the trade. Your take profit is the take profit
Yeah.
level that you set.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Can you not see that on your Trade Locker? You should be able to.
Yeah, you can see the exit price, but you can't see TP.
You can't see. Did you set a TP?
That 8 TP, that one. But this is what I mean. So if you exited it, let's just say 560 there, but your TP was out, that's when
Yeah.
your TP out because it comes down.
And the reason
So
why that's relevant, guys, just to confirm, the reason why that's relevant is because what I'm asking them to build in. So what's great about these guys is because they're a newer company, they are quite keen on basically building in functions that we're going to use. They are what's the word of them? They build systems, and whilst they are traders, they don't run trading communities like we do. So they're really keen to work with us because we can give them basically features that will benefit us. So if you're using this, if you do decide to use this and you have any features that you think would be good, please reach out and let Sam and I know, because we can feed it back to them. And if there's a good reason for it, like for example, what I'll show you after this is, the checklist that we use on our current spreadsheet. They've built that in for us already, so you can enable your checklist and basically it will give you a trade score. I'll show you this because I've got some journal entries to do, so once Sam's finished I'll show you it as well.
So then the last thing you'll do is obviously trade confidence, which was high because it met all my trading plan here, and then your status here. If you're adding this trade to your journal and it's open, you've not yet hit TP, you've not yet hit stop loss, you can click open, and what it won't do is update your dashboard. So if I just keep that as open at the minute, submit. Oh, sorry, because I've got an exit price, it won't let me, so we'll have to close it. But yeah, close there. So if we press closed, submit here, you see that's wrong, so I'm going to need to edit that. It was actually do you know what? In fact, have I changed it back? Exit, yeah. Not too sure. Anyway, that's wrong. So this is where that's a good thing actually. So check U40 was in this bit at the end here.
Yeah.
Here.
The 3
We
dots.
press edit. No. See, it's gone. It used to say change return or something like
Yeah,
that.
it
didn't
did. Yeah.
So yeah, that's wrong at the minute. But so this is where I don't know where that's gone. But the reason the update they did was move trade. So if you click move trade, you can move it to your other account. So you can actually move that trade to this account, while it's not there at the moment. So that was the update they did because I asked them if we could move trades about, and now they've obviously changed the.
On this default account that you're using, have you got the account size in line with your account?
So currently no, because I think that's where this bit comes into play, doesn't it? Capital management.
Yeah. So that's why it's not returning the right figures then.
So there's only been this trade that hasn't returned, but maybe so. Can I see? Because I can't remove that. Sorry, I can't remove that deposit there. Just says make deposit or withdraw.
How big is the account?
So you see how I withdrew £1,000,
Yeah.
100 grand, 10 grand, sorry, and then deposited there.
Yeah.
So that should still be. See, there you go. Capital management, 25 grand. There you go.
And this is
That's
a
what
25k account, is it?
Yeah, yes, this is what. So that's actually correct. That.
Okay.
But for some reason that's not right there. Don't know why. But everything else is. So anyway, so now we've updated that there. your dashboard will automatically change. So we've had 25 trades taken, win rate's gone slightly up, and the P&L's gone slightly up there. Sorry, trade journal here. This is the thing I'm going to tell them to change as well, so you don't have to scroll all the way down to move this across to go all the way back up to your top trade. If you go on here and notice anything's wrong, just click on edit here. But this is where I thought they might have changed the returning, but they're actually not, so I'm not too sure where they put that. But anyway, so if we was to upload a picture, you just press upload here. This way you're going to see on my phone now, isn't it? Belling. I've not actually saved this, so let me just save this trade. Go into your trading view, press download image. It'll download. Does that go into my downloads here? Top one, Euro GBP. Open. There you go. Now that's what really it should look like when you start uploading the entries. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, obviously you've got the charts here, which is basically just a bit more detail of this. Trade diary, I'm not taking it, but this is where you can log each day how you traded, feelings, thoughts, anything like that. And I'm pretty sure when you do the trade diary there, it comes up on here as well. So if you click on trade one there, it will then come up with diary. There you go, diary entry. You can obviously see what you put in for that day. And then obviously you've got the back testing. Personally, I don't rate the back testing too much. I think it needs quite a lot of work.
Yeah, it does.
We knew that in the first place. But I mean, it serves a purpose if you wanted to try it out. It's a bit garbage for me. And then trade optimize like this is something I've not touched either. But as you can see, there's loads to go out in this. Loads.
What's really cool as well is that they've got this Bullsheet AI, which they are going to be slowly in basically including, which will analyze your trade results, and using a particular algorithm that they're working on will tell you what you can do to improve your trading. That might be, it might say all of your trades ran to 2.4 instead of 2.2, so going forward hold your take profits for longer. It might say that you are particularly unprofitable when you trade the New York session, so maybe focus on working on that strategy or potentially removing that. So what it will do is it will give you a lot more analytics as well to help you understand how you could potentially improve your trading. So it's a really good foundation for a good trading dashboard, if that's the sort of product or service that you want. They are still building out certain elements of it, so there's still things that need to be worked on, like the backtester and things like that, but I've no doubt that this is going to be a bit of a powerhouse in the marketplace because they're really keen on really kind of disrupting the market. They've come in and offered a very similar product to TradeZella, and they've kind of undercut them by about 60%. So what's great about them as well is they really want to work with us, and anything we want to do within reason they'll do for us. So yeah, it's a good one.
Want to show me checklist?
Yeah, I'll jump on quickly. Right, where's mine? Yeah, Ben. So if anyone wants access to this, just reach out to me, DM me, and I'll get you a link and a discount code. And yeah, so if anyone wants access to this, just let me know, and I'll get you hooked up on it. Right. Okay. So underneath your profile and strategy, we have like a checklist, so you can basically complete a checklist. And what this does is it gives you the ability to include your checklist points. To effectively give you a trade score every time you enter a trade. So if I go back to my journal entry right now and I go to enter a trade. Let's mute you, Amjad. Let me just go and pull up a trade from, where are we? So let's have a look at, say, our NZD USD trade that I know most of us took last week. So trades, closed positions, NZD USD. Okay, cool. So trade was taken on the, when was it, 16th. Entry time was 12:48. Exit date was the 16th of the 5th, 2025. Exit time was 17:22. NZD/USD. It was a short. Lot size on this one was 4.56. Oh, sorry, 4.56. Entry 59025. Exit 58920. Stop loss 59028. And take profit was 58840. Trade confidence was high. Closed, submit, and then it will give you this basically, which is your checklist. So it's very, very similar to what we use on our trade journal at the moment. So if I go into my NZD/USD trade from Friday, okay, I just drop down, I'll take a screenshot at the same time so you guys can see how you would get your screenshots. I'm going to download my image, put that in my pictures, screenshots, pop it in there. Okay, cool. So I can go back to my Bullsheet. So external liquidity sweep, yep. Okay, 1 to 5 minute shift, yep. MSU entry, yep. Easy to our first target, yep. In premium or discount, yep. And at a key time of day, which was the London session. So yes, all the boxes tick. So this is a score, it scores you then. So very similar to what we've got in the journal at the moment. What's good about it is, let's say you have like this, you click submit. Well, it used to come up with a warning. It used to come up with a warning and say, let's go back. Can I edit that now? I don't think I can. Oh, that's annoying. So there's a few little niggly things like that. Like for example, we can't go and edit that checklist now, which is a bit frustrating. So you know that there'll be kinks that we need to iron out ultimately. Annoyingly, I can't go back and edit that now. They've taken the edit function is not great, is it? Oh, hang on. Is this where the returns aren't there either? So they've not even put the returns in here. So look, there's going to be a few niggles with it. It's not going to be absolutely perfect, but it will give you a really good way of managing your trade, and that has actually given me the right profit and loss from that trade as well, which is good. So I can now go back to my dashboard and update, and it will look at I've taken that one trade, it's put it into there. So if you're happy using the journal, obviously you guys can continue using the current journal, the spreadsheet. I know a lot of you have got a lot of data in that and you may just want to keep that, and that's absolutely fine. Again, there's no pressure to use this, guys, but if anyone would like to use this, then reach out to me. I'll sort you out a link and a discount code so you can get access to it whenever you want, really. All right. Any questions on that, guys? Oh, my camera's not on. No? All makes sense?
Yeah, are you putting your back-tested trades in it as well or not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you're doing a back-tested trade.
No, I mean like the trades that you've already got. The last month's trade. Are you just using it as like a new fresh start?
I would think if you are because a lot of us go on phases. Like for example, Steve, with you and I, we're about to jump into a new phase. So it's probably a good idea if you do want to use something like this to get set up with it and start doing your back-tested trades in here. Again, it really depends on. I know some of you will have a really my brain is so fried today. We'll have a really streamlined process in terms of your journaling at the moment. And again, I want to reiterate, there's no pressure to use this, guys. It is obviously something that you probably want to move to at some point, just because it will give you a lot more data. And if you are like Sam, if you are using it and you get used to the process, then when they start rolling out new features like the AI features, like when they get in the backtesting and they get that updated and things like that, then it will just mean that the transition will be a bit more seamless for you. If you do want to enter a trade that is a backtested trade, when you go to edit it, in the status you put it as a missed trade, and what that will do is you log it in exactly the same way as you would do normally, okay? But you put it down as a missed trade, and when you put it down as a missed trade, it doesn't then go into your stats in your dashboard, okay? Yeah. It will show up here as your total missed trades. These trades don't actually affect your win rate or your loss rate, so you can put them in there, all right? You can put them in there as your missed trades, and then when you go to your journal entries, I believe...
Changes colour.
Say again?
Changes colour on your dashboard.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But on
calendar bit.
I've just found now, go on your NZD trade there, go to the little three dashes at the end.
Yeah.
Go down to go to trade replay there. Gives you a score. 5 out of 10. So it actually tells you there. Not sure what that's based off, but if you read through that, gives you your volatility, your entry timing, stuff like that.
Yeah, so exit timing. Exited at 58920, but price reached 58689. Well, we know that. We know that because I exited fucking early, didn't I? And
The best of us had got 2 on that.
Look how accurate my TP was as well. That was literally like fucking... That was like to the fucking pip. Beautiful. Risk to reward. Actual RR 35 to 1. Maximum achievable 112 to 1. That was decent. Your stop loss at 59028 was optimal based upon price action and volatility. Break-even volatility, yeah. So there's basically there's loads in it, guys. Loads of helpful information. See how you get on with it if you want to get on with it. And again, you know, it's up to you whether you want to use it. But you know, this will be what we will be using going forward as a community. And for those of you who are in a more kind of one-to-one coaching environment with me, I will be asking you to use it because it will give me access to your trades and things like that. So yeah. Any questions? Cool. Nice and easy. Right, guys, I've got to jump off, I'm afraid. Sam, are you going to jump on through Discord?
Yeah, I will do.
Cool. All right, guys. What are we doing? Bootcamp people will see you tomorrow. Everyone will see you in the morning in the chat. I'll post some analysis in the morning. And then team call on Tuesday evening. Remember, guys, so hopefully see lots of your faces there. All right?
Cheers, mate.
Cool. Cheers, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.